Welcome to Maker Conversations. I'm your host, Tiff Marchand from Carver Designs, and today on the show I have Joanie Sprague. Joanie has been on many things that you've probably seen, starting off with Top Model, and most currently she'll be on the new outdoor network show called Restoration Hunters. She is very funny and a super talented lady who also cares about important things like making sure that you take care of yourself and your finances. I had her on my past show, Behind the Maker podcast, about a year ago. So when Marylou brought her up to me, I was stoked. So of course, my guest host is Marylou from Made by Marylou, who you guys all know I absolutely love and adore. And I was excited to have her back on the show as well. I hope you enjoy our conversation. We talked about really everything and nothing at all. And, well, here it is. A huge thank you to the sponsor of the show, Sabertooth Power Carving. Sabertooth is an amazing brand that backs up their products and who cares about those who use it. Check them out, follow them on Instagram, and subscribe to their newsletter so that you can save 25% off your next purchase. It is a 24-hour coupon that comes out once a month, or you can use our show code NightCarver10 in all caps to get 10% off. And a thank you to those who are supporting me on Patreon. I really appreciate that money. Every month it helps me continue on doing this show because honestly there's a lot of work to make these shows, and having those willing to give back to me for doing all the editing and recording is a huge bonus. So if you want to help support the show, it's patreon.com/makerconversations. Okay, here we go.
Joanie, you were meant to make reels, just so you know. Just telling a story, the animation and everything that you do with it. I can't even talk because I'm just sitting here laughing, like in my head. Like,
guys, that makes me happy. Reels are so weird. Like, I love them.
I agree.
Hate them. I love them and I hate them. Marylou, you're getting really freaking good, dude. They're really hilarious. You're very funny.
Thanks.
Right?
Thank you.
Right? Same with you, Tiff. You're getting more like, hey, here we go, guys. I'm like, yeah.
It's because I quit my job. I don't give a fuck anymore. That's what it is.
Awesome. That's the thing, I think, with Reels and with Instagram in general. You got to stop freaking caring, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, who cares? I used to sit there and be like, oh my God, I only have 2,000 views or whatever, or 600 views. It's been an hour. I'm like, oh my God, what's wrong with me? I'm stupid. I'm ugly. No one likes me. I'm not funny. I'm thinking, who gives a shit? You know who's in my messages, in my DMs? The same 200 people. Every single day. I could name them off right now. I could probably name off at least
I love it.
70 people. I recognize their names. I have conversations with them. Those are the people who matter.
Mm-hmm.
True.
If I was going to sell anything, they'd probably buy it. And if that's how you make your money, then that's important. But the people that are like, oh my gosh, I love it, or even a heart or a clap emoji or something, that's who you're making your videos for. If you're trying to just get likes and views and all that kind of stuff, okay. But honestly, that wore me the hell out. I couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Step back. I haven't posted like a consistent type thing for a long time. I was posting every day, and I was like,
yeah, you were on a groove.
oh my God, exhausted, bro. And because also at the end of the night, I'm sitting there listening to trending audio for an hour, trying to save funny ones. How can I make this work for me? How can I take this girl who's being silly with this and make it about woodworking? It's really hard.
No, yeah. I don't even really try that. Once in a while, I'll hear something and go, okay, I can use that. But yeah, I see everybody doing it, and I'm just like,
yeah.
Let me just be me, as ridiculous as I can be. Hence the taking tiki torches and doing stupid things. Have to. I'm a moron. It's about time the world knew.
Yeah, me and my best friend refer to ourselves in a nice way,
yeah,
but it does sound mean as stupid bitches, stupid bitch humor. It's just dumb. Make stupid jokes, but it's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
A past trend that I think you'd actually do good. I don't know if you did already. It's kind of like an older one, but on TikTok, have you guys heard the like, wow, that's crazy. You crazy girl.
Yeah.
I think you'd probably kill it at one of those. That one's funny.
I think Tiffany would have a good one for that.
Me, yeah.
Yeah, because like you start with like nothing and you end up with like a Ninja Turtle totem pole. It's like, what?
That's true.
That actually should be your transition audio instead of music. It's just like, wow, you crazy girl.
All right, I have an assignment.
Yeah. Start sending you guys audio that I like for you.
I honestly just want to record audio that people can use too. We were talking about that before too.
Yeah.
Just making random ones that are just funny.
It's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That actually happened. Did you guys ever do Clubhouse when it first started?
Mm-hmm.
I don't do it anymore, but like when it first started, I was on there for 4-5 hours a day. I thought, this is it. This is the thing. I gotta listen to all these people talk about Instagram, and I'm thinking, and after a while, I was like, ain't nothing happening on here. I'm out of here. But I made some friends. And they followed me on Instagram, and they're kind of like Instagram people that help you with your account or whatever. And I've been following this one kid. His name's Monty Lans, Lans. Monty, super nice guy. And out of nowhere, he makes an audio and it goes viral. And I'm seeing it everywhere now using Monty Lans audio. And I'm like thinking, good for you, bro. Like, you've been freaking killing it. Like, you're going for it. You're going for it. And it just so happened that making an audio took him to that next level. So maybe you have a great idea there. Making audio.
Yeah, for sure.
I like to say ridiculous things. So,
and you have a great.
Thank you. I'll just go deeper because she said it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, right. He goes, come on, Marylou. You know you have it too. You might as well use
come
your voice. There you go.
Your voice is so sexy,
isn't it?
Yeah. I'm all like,
give us some more. You literally have to slow down a lot to do those kind of voices, though. Like, it's not natural for me to talk slow.
Here,
hard.
I do talk slow, but it is a little effort to bring it to that level.
It is. Yeah.
Hey, baby.
So you're doing it in a skeevy way?
Hey, baby.
Yeah. Hey there, girl.
Hey, girl. Take off that bra. That sounds like a dirty trucker. Don't repeat that.
There's a new trending audio.
Rinse, do not repeat.
Rinse that the heck out of here.
Oh, Lord. That's funny though.
I enjoy that we have a podcast about nothing right now.
Well, sorry, if you have a thing you need to do, please.
No.
No, that's the podcast. Just chilling with other homies.
I love that. You guys want to see my cute tissue box holder?
I do.
That's a little house.
Oh,
Goes up the chimney.
Comes out of the chimney. That is super cute.
Yep, you would. That's beautiful.
Anyway, I feel like DIY Dave would like 3D print that, but I bought mine online.
He would.
Sure.
By the way, I have like several new favorite makers that I've been following. He's definitely one of them. He's very funny. I'm really liking DIY. I call him DIY Dave, but it's like 3D.
It's a terrible name. I've told him that when I first met him. I actually met him at Maker's Camp. I go, dude, this I can't remember. Like, what is your name? He's like 3D DIY Dave, and I'm like, okay.
What?
Wait, are there 2Ds, 3D DIY, or is it 3 DIY Dave?
I don't know. I thought it was 3D DIY Dave.
Oh, no.
I did for a long time too, and then I like questioned myself. I was like, wait, are there 2Ds?
There's a phone check that has to happen.
We gotta.
So while we're looking up
3D DIY, because it's like underscore, right? Like 3D underscore DIY. Yeah.
I say I had him on this show. He was like guest number 2, so I hope I know his name.
Yeah, he's really, really clever. I like his stuff a lot. And that's what I want to see. I want to see people who are like pushing the, cheeky envelope. I want to see quasi sexual stuff. I want to see stuff
Speak to me, Joanie.
almost talking about like butts or like farts or something, or
I
inappropriate.
won't go that way, but sexual way.
Humor. Just silly stuff. I think he's really, really killing it with his humor. In my opinion, I love that kind of stuff. And then who's the other guy that I like? Okay. Well, obviously Luke in the Garage is freaking hilarious. If you guys don't follow Luke in the Garage, you're missing out big time.
Oh no, we know him from Clubhouse. Actually, is how we met him.
Oh, really? From Clubhouse?
Yeah.
Dude, he's so funny, and he just got a great personality. That's the thing. Both these guys don't give a shit. They're just like, I'm just gonna post this, and I don't care, and it's amazing. I love that.
No, I agree. Nope.
You guys have that you love that's new that you've been really into lately?
Say that's new.
Or not even necessarily new, but like you're like, I love watching their stuff.
Tiff would probably know a little bit more than me. I've taken kind of like a step back on social media in like the last few months.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like trying to think of new people. I do know Luke and 3D DIY.
Well, I mean, I kind of look at my guest list if I'm thinking about it, because like I just had someone on yesterday from, I don't know if you've seen a Flawless Sign Company. He just makes like gorgeous acrylic signs. And like his shit just wows me. But he was a mystery. Like I have no idea who he was. He doesn't really talk to people or interact on there too much. So that was really fun to like hang out and meet him. And then right before that, I had Woolly Petals on, and she does like felt flowers, like wool felt flower things. But she also does scroll saw art and laser art, and she combines them together. So her flowers are super three-dimensional because they're made, and they're like made correctly. Like all the fine details that the flower has are all on that. So it's really neat.
That's
cool. Yeah. It's just been a lot of fun people that have really been going for it. And it's just nice seeing people pushing themselves too.
Yeah. I love that. Do you ever try like a new medium that you're not really used to doing just to see, like, just to post about it? You're like, you know what, I'm gonna do, I know you guys do like, well, not both of you, but mostly Tiff does like carving stuff and painting and stuff, but like, have you ever tried to do something that you're not used to doing just to see
I will be next week.
Yeah.
Laser work. That's my goal next week. Yeah.
Oh, how are you learning that, guy? Like,
I'm going to have a few friends sit down with me and just talk about lasers and show me details. Yeah. And I'm actually going to call their support person, which I hate doing, and just hang out with them for a little while too and ask questions before I do anything. Because I just honestly, I have no idea how to use it, and I don't want to fool around with it. I just want to get up and go. So.
Oh, my girl Christy Oakhill.
Oh yeah, I love her. Yeah.
She will kick butt with teaching you. She's so good with that.
Although she's moving right now, isn't she? So that wouldn't be. Yeah. But no, I've got some good makers lined up that are going to help me out. But yeah, I'm literally having sit downs with various makers next week and just talking laser and just playing with things and like whatever they specialize in, I want to talk about.
Cool.
I feel like most of my content is me doing something I haven't done before.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I always don't know. But that's like not for the sake of posting. It's either curiosity or necessity. But I've always loved experimenting with other mediums and challenging myself in that way and trying to figure things out. But also like I'm cheap and I'll just do it myself. Sometimes, like it's just how it is.
Okay, I have a random question too. Sorry, I keep asking you guys questions.
No, I like it. This is great.
So, like, remember when? And I butcher people's names. I call it Pill Smith.
Oh, PL Smith.
PL Smith.
Pill Smith. Yeah,
I know them.
It's like maze for makers. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Whose idea was that? Was that their idea to come up with the whole calendar, or like
So Priscilla is an art teacher, and she she follows like other artists, like specifically for like painting and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like fine art, I think. And they had a challenge, like a monthly challenge where you do something every day. So then it started out as like, they were like, oh, well, they're doing this, but that community is not that like inclusive, or I don't know, I guess welcoming.
There's a few
So
communities that do that
so
too.
they were like, well, why don't we do it for makers? Because why not? It doesn't exist. Yeah. And then the first like 2 years, it like really hit. I mean, I think it did well this year too, but yeah.
I think we all tried at least to do a couple.
Yeah.
I
for sure.
I got 2 or 3 out.
Yeah, I think I went like halfway.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
It was a lot. Yeah. But I just like, I think for me, I get like disinterested when I'm not an everyday poster. I'm really not. I can't. It's like too much. And like, if I don't really see anything happening for me posting every day, like if it's not fruitful, then I'm just like, meh.
Yeah.
I'm the same way. That's so funny that you said that, because like they always like, all the people that know better on Instagram that are teaching you how to do things are like, do it and you'll see things happen. Just give it 30 days. I thought, shit, 30 days is a long time, man. Okay, I'll do it 30 days. Twice a day, I was doing all these things and I never saw anything. And I'm thinking, I'm working my butt off here.
Right.
I'm like spending hours a day, like doing this, and I'm not seeing the thing. I'm like, I'm just not gonna do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. If you think you understand the algorithm, you are really out of your mind.
For sure. Yeah.
And if you preach to people that you do, you're lying.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't.
They don't put out a newsletter that says the algorithm says posting at 7 a.m., 10 a.m., and 2 p.m. is how you do it. Go.
I wish they did.
Right.
Right? It's like,
seriously.
Or like you do, don't tell anybody about this algorithm, people. This is a very small click. But if everybody just puts out a thong picture at 3 a.m., then immediately, then you're number one. That's how I feel. It's just like some weird secretive thing that no one knows. I'm like,
yeah. It's hard to try, like, back to like the talk about using other audios and stuff, though. It is hard to try to build something around that. I rather have something I'm making inspire the music that I use or the audio or whatever I say, rather than build towards that audio.
That's actually really good.
You know?
Yeah. I did
Granted,
that.
It's hard with TMNT stuff all day because I gotta pick up. Other songs have to come into the loop because my gosh.
What was that in the Ninja Turtle movie from the 90s? What was that song that was like they were like hip hop dancing to? Dun, dun.
It's Ninja Rap by Vanilla Ice, and I only know that because I hear it all the fucking time.
Ninja,
it's called Ninja Rap. Ninja Rap. My husband played it for the kids, and now I hear it all the time.
Oh, just took one.
Because they liked it. They're like, "Ooh, this has got it."
Catchy.
It is catchy.
Yep. Ninja Rap. That's awesome.
How did you remember that?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
She's a huge movie fan. So the last time I had Joanie on, we literally couldn't stop talking about TV shows and movies like the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved TV and movies when I was a little kid. Like,
same.
Like going to Blockbuster, forget about it. Like, we
I know. I lived there.
It's so exciting.
Yeah.
And even if mine, like, we would get there early to try to get the new releases, because they'd have like 40 of the new releases, and then they'd have like, all the other really random one-offs. Even with the one-offs, I would go through and be like, this weird Pauly Shore movie, I'll get this, or
Biodome, why not?
Biodome's a classic. But yeah, I freaking love movies and TV. I know it sounds bad. I should be outside, like, doing push-ups or something, but I'm like, I'm watching the new Game of Thrones.
Right.
Oh my god, we were just talking about that. Like, I have to get watching that.
House of Dragons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I, to this day, have not finished the end of Game of Thrones.
Like you started
Only-
the last episode or something?
No,
or
not
like
even
that.
that.
Okay.
So I started the season, and then once Khaleesi's like right hand girl got like killed,
It was
I was just
done.
like, nope, stop this. Stop. I'm too stressed. I know what happens. It's been spoiled for me.
Yeah.
And now that it's been spoiled, I want to see it even less.
Mm-hmm.
But I am down to watch House of Dragons.
Right.
And, like,
No, but it's something new. Yeah.
yeah, because like I was really into Lost. And then I didn't finish that season either. Like years later, like 7 years after the show finished, I was like, let me just finish this and see what happens. And I was so disappointed that like I could not do Game of Thrones like that. I'm like, you know what? She's gonna live in my memory as a good one. Like, we're not gonna ruin this for me. I want to see Khaleesi live forever in my memory. It's not gonna happen.
Different too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't ideal. The ending.
Yeah.
I was also hoping, like, okay, you're gonna end it like that. You're not gonna give us any like real closure. Like, give us one more episode.
Yeah.
It's kind of like put the little on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a little what happens later type of situation.
20 years later.
Yeah.
I love that when movies do that.
Oh, when they jump in time like that?
Yeah.
Like to kind of just like an epilogue almost. Yeah.
Oh, totally side note. One of these refreshing TV shows that I love on Netflix is called Workin' Moms. Have you watched it?
Yes.
I've seen some episodes, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just so freaking great. Catherine Reitman is just so adorable. And they're our age. They're all like 40. And they're all just chill. And they're all so cool, these actors and actresses. And I just think it's such a great movie. Or a great TV show. Sorry. That was it. That was my plug.
Have you thought about doing like not reality TV?
Like acting?
Yeah, like acting. I feel like you could do it.
She'd totally be great at it.
You know what's funny? This is so hard to say. I feel like I know a lot of actors, and I'm not like, I've done acting before, but I'm not an actor. Like I am and I'm not. You know what I mean? Like actors they freaking want it more than anything in the world.
Yeah.
They want to be in theater, they want to do groundlings, they want to do SNL, they want to be in movies. Like there's a passion, there's a direction. I don't have that. I feel like I can do it maybe. I think my memory's kind of when it comes to learning scripts. Thank you, husband. Look.
Ooh, what'd you get?
Oh, thanks, Chris.
Ooh, a fresh one.
This is why I'm married to the nicest man ever.
My ghost, can you bring me? My drink is empty.
And I feel like, okay, this might not, I think I'm in my own head, but I think if I were to go audition for something and I got it, people would be mad at me. Like, you don't really want this. You're just doing it because blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't think about it that way. I should think about, like, you know what? I'm going to go audition for this and go for it or whatever. Also, too, this is so weird. You guys are going to think I'm the weirdest.
What? Now I want to know.
Hollywood likes small titties.
They do. I just read, hold on. I just read a whole article about titties.
Okay.
And like the commentary is always like anything above a B is you're being sexualized.
Jeez.
But on average, they will put up actresses who are A and B size.
Interesting.
Yeah. So like,
and you know, now that you said that,
every lady is in the itty bitty titty committee, guys.
Yeah.
Every single one. I'm not even kidding. Maybe you'll get like a big B out of like Amy Adams or, you know, somebody, but everybody, just think about even the one-offs like Janine Garofalo, tiny titties. You know, Jennifer Connelly, super tiny titties.
Yeah.
everybody's got little boobs, and then the ones with the big boobs, like
Or the temptress.
the temptresses, like
Yeah.
what's her name? The girl that was in Mad Men, who's in
July something. I
no,
forgot her last name.
January Jones has big boobs.
Oh, January. Yeah.
With the real big boobs. the one-
No, oh God.
Oh, yeah. I can't remember her name, but now I know. Yeah.
huge boobs, and I'm thinking, very rarely do you see girls with big boobs.
But
that
even in that, she was sexualized. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they
you're
talked
right.
about, and they always
Yeah.
showed her boobs.
And then if you're a plus size girl and you have big boobs, you're funny.
Yep.
Very rarely sexualized. Very rarely sexualized. You're always either very serious, or you're lesbian, or you're like the big girl, and I hate that. And it's never like there's never like a hot like girl that's not that's funny. It's I don't know, it's really strange. And I just feel like I can't go in it. They would make me the funny girl or the sexualized girl.
These are the types of things that when people ask me why I didn't like pursue filmmaking and like go into that industry a little bit deeper, like these are the types of things. Like I just cannot stand the industry. Like the industry is so fooked. Like it's annoying in that way, especially for like a female. And obviously you can pull through and you can like make the movie that you want, but then you'll get criticized when one of your main actresses has like a big titties. And it's just like, wow, so you didn't watch the movie? You didn't see the movie? You're just looking at the tits? Like that's annoying.
Yeah.
You just want people to watch your work and not necessarily like sexualize it.
And it's weird that we have to like dumb everything down and put everything on like a neutral plane for the people to actually listen to the script. But to answer your question 10 minutes later, I don't think I'm going to be an actor. Unless I start later in life, like a Helen Mirren.
Unless you're doing your own content, though, you can.
My own content.
You know what I mean? Why not be a character on your YouTube channel?
Oh, can I share like two of my favorite Instagram accounts that are actors that are funny?
Yeah.
Yes, please do.
Oh, you must go check out. His name is Petey, PETEY_USA. Genius. Mwah. Genius acting, hilarious content, very freaking hilarious. Like deadpan, very, very funny. You'll love. And then Semi Stupid is another one. Classic genius. I kissed the fingers. Mwah.
So what is it like? Just like skits and stuff?
Yes. So PDUSA is bizarre stuff. Like you're like, what is going on here? But he will put 4 of himself in the scene, and they're all different actors, but they all talk exactly the same, and it's very funny. You'll love him. But Semi Stupid is this kid named David, and he's actually local to Orange County. He'll do stuff that's like he'll put a green screen of a movie.
Yeah.
And he'll like be an actor in the movie, and he'll change it up, and he'll, he usually like makes it so like he's
so funny.
Sex with like, Brad Pitt or something,
I'll have to check this out.
I just saw one with young Jack Black. That is
You're gonna love
funny.
them. You're gonna love them both.
All right. I've got them written down.
And anybody listening, please, you'll love it so much. Very, very good. Now, obviously, it's not PG, so if you're into language, if you don't like language, then you won't like it. But it's good.
So it's so funny though what you were talking about earlier, how you want people to, go a little bit further, like do the sexual innuendo stuff. I struggle with that all the time because I like making noises and doing audio over things that are more sexual, and I'm always like, can Instagram handle it? Like, can they handle it? I don't know. Like, it's a struggle.
Instagram can handle it. It's the maker community.
Or that, yeah. Can the
it's
maker
a little,
community?
It's a little wholesome,
A little wholesome.
Yeah.
Yep. No, that's true. Yeah, maybe it's just can the maker community handle it? Yeah, because the world can handle it just fine.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, do it on TikTok.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about all that? About the like where to draw the line with things in the maker community? Because I'm not calling anybody out, but yes, it is quite is quite wholesome in many ways, and not that that's bad or anything, but it also kind of pressures people to not be themselves, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
I personally don't give a fuck. Like I've never censored myself. I mean, I haven't gone overly sexual. That's not because anyone else stopped me. That's because like I'm shy. I don't have a stripper personality, but I wish I did.
Oh, you should.
Yeah, I know.
Just
should,
name her a
but
different name.
I just don't. Yeah. But like, yeah, I've never, even in like my YouTube content, like I'll say fuck all day. I will like, I've always felt like you should be true to yourself. And the people who are down for you will be down for you in a kind of more truthful way than if you're censoring or filtering yourself. And you know, that comes at a price though. Like I don't grow fast. I have been blocked so many times on Instagram. I was blocked yesterday.
Why?
You were blocked?
Yeah, from a song that I picked from Instagram's library. You know? So like Instagram just does not love me. But you know, but as an artist, like I truly believe in just being myself. And like you were saying earlier, those 200 followers that hit you up every time, like those are the real ones. Those are the ones that care. Same, you know, like the larger number doesn't really matter. It's the people who come every day and show up and they like you for who you are.
Yeah. Yeah.
I agree. What about you, Tiff?
What's up?
You censor yourself at all?
Oh, I do. No, I censor myself. But I think it's because I represent brands and I feel like I don't want to go too far because I represent so many brands. And I used to censor myself because of work too. Like I censor myself on here even, you know, to a point. I want to go more. Oh no, you know, like just like stupid audios. And I try to behave on there. Yeah.
I do too. And I've censored myself a lot.
Yeah.
And I even took it as far as to not really getting political, even because number one, I don't like conflict, and number two, I don't like being pressured into feeling like I have to use my platform to be political, which is fair. Because yes, of course, Black Lives Matter, and you know, gay rights and trans rights and women's rights and everything else, but that's not the purpose of my Instagram. Like, because I really want my page to be like an entertainment, like kind of like easygoing type thing. And I feel like a lot of people, they go super political all the time, and then I know you can get more followers that way by being like one way or the other.
Showing an opinion.
But that's not like my goal either. It's not like to be, I don't want like a million. I mean, sure, a million followers would be crazy, but it's not like a big goal of mine. And I feel bad because I feel like, should I be more outspoken? I don't know. It's weird.
I think my sort of rule of thumb, because I've had some conflicting thoughts on that too, where I am strongly opinionated and I feel a lot of ways because I'm generally a part of the oppressed. And so I don't want to sit in silence. But I know that a lot of people come to me for like entertainment purely. And like they like that I don't say a lot of things, but I do let my opinions be known in kind of like subtle ways.
I'd say you're subtle about it, but you do.
Yeah, like I don't, like you said, like I don't like to be preachy about it. Like I'm not going to tell someone how they should feel because I don't want them to tell me how I should feel, but I'm going to tell you how I feel. You know? Like but yeah, I think the worst part is being completely silent about things that are not right. But you don't have to like sway people one way or the other.
Yeah,
I think you can get your point across.
Yeah,
that's so unfortunate that you have to like go through like thought processes like that, because like at the end of the day, we just want our work to speak for itself. And for that to speak louder volumes than anything, right? Like, and then you have people who are just instilling their own thoughts and views, kind of even just going back, a callback, if you will, to big titties, It's like you want your acting to speak for yourself, but everyone's looking at your boobs.
Yep.
And it's kind of like the same in this way. It's like they're just kind of imprinting their
I'm glad we finally talked about the problem with big titties, girl. I mean, I do like having them. You know, the attention is nice.
Good God.
But you also have the obstacle of being a public figure too, to kind of get around. You have to navigate that.
Yeah.
Whereas, you know what I mean? Like, not everyone has to deal with that. Where a lot of us are just like, you know, woodworkers or makers, artists, whatever. You know, like, yes, I guess you are a public figure like that too, but you're
small.
Yeah, exactly. You're at a different level with that.
Yeah, like I wouldn't ever call myself like a celebrity. I mean, the way I look at it is like I was on TV. Okay, cool, but I'm not like a celebrity. You know, I have. You can see my face places. How's that? You can Google me. You know what I mean? I don't think I'm famous in any way, but you're right. If there's people that might view you in that way, then do you owe them something, or does that mean you have to be more critical of yourself and more careful? Because I think a lot of people will automatically be like, you know what? I just think everything is so great and awesome. And why don't you just make this blueberry pie? And it's just like, I don't want to do that either, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't like that.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to be more true to myself. I'm seeing a lot of other people out there who are just like really being like, I don't care. And I applaud their bravery. And I don't know
you
what
have to worry about that, because like you're just trying to
be a normal.
you're just trying to create things.
Yeah.
Like that's it. And things that don't like negatively impact other people. You're like showing someone how to use epoxy, or you know, like
that's it.
Like that other stuff shouldn't matter. And it is like a delicate balance on not being too silent, but not being overly vocal.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it. That's really good way to put it. I think a lot of people that have Instagram accounts probably feel the same way. Like some people just, there's a couple girls out there who just, do you follow any of the Moss Epoxy girls?
Just on Workbench Con.
Like Kelly Belly.
Yeah, I know her.
Her Instagram page is literally just her hands making things. I'm like, that's what I should have done from the beginning.
She's got like the craziest manicures at all times, though. She takes a lot of pride in those hands.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh man,
that would be fun.
You guys are fun. I'm sorry if we didn't have like a topic or whatever. Well, I'd love to do this again, and like I have a podcast too, but I haven't put an episode out in a long time. But if you guys ever want to do my podcast, we could all jump on there, and
that would be a blast. We were just talking about that. We were like, where's her next episode at?
Gosh, I've been trying to think of like, what's the first one I'm going to put out? Like, what do I even talk about? Like, I'm like, oh, we're back and we're talking about coffee filters. What do you talk about? You know, the first one I come back out with, like, you know, good.
Actually, I have one question for you before we go.
Yes.
I know the last time I talked to you, you were saying like you want to try to start sharing tips maybe more to help people kind of get more empowered about just protecting themselves financially and stuff. Is that something that you still want to do? Or is that something you're kind of shying away because you don't want to be political or preachy? You know, like I know we were talking about like that's a hard balance, but I'm curious where you're standing on that now.
I think financially, you know, anybody can care about their finances, where they're at, you know, politically, or whatever it may be. But yeah, you do need to protect yourself, and I'm down to talk about that more. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, because I know you were talking about that last time. I mean, that could be your next episode, is just talking about just that kind of shit and bouncing it off of us too.
Definitely, because I think a lot of makers, you know, there's been a few people that I know that are like, you know, and you are included in this, and quit your job.
Yep.
To do other things, and a lot of people are doing that because they're like, I can do this, I can make that switch, I can make that change. But so many people are from the old school. We're like, I can't. I need my 401k. I need my retirement. I need my health insurance benefits. I need all these things. I can't leave my corporate job. I can't do it. And there's so much to unpack there. So I think that would be, that could be a good.
Believe me, it was hard to do it.
Yeah.
And I have my 401k. It's not going to grow like it was before, but it's still there.
It can
I would
actually.
say-
You could add to it.
I've got a meeting on Tuesday next week.
Yeah. And you could also open a Roth IRA
that's
and stuff. Yeah.
I'm being a big girl. I made an appointment for next week when the kids are finally back in school.
There you go.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yes. Yeah.
Let's talk about maker money.
No, seriously.
I am bleeding it.
There's
No,
things people definitely need to know though, or just like opportunities that they can make for themselves that
for sure.
don't like I made my jobs. They didn't exist. Like Kristen wasn't hiring. I just had I convinced her that she needed me and like here's how I can help you, you know? There's ways you can find that with a lot of companies. Find the gaps.
Yep. Yeah,
And be willing to put the work in though. Like that's
For sure. Yeah.
When you get that job, you gotta prove it. You gotta show what you can do.
Yeah.
That would be a great episode.
Yeah.
Great idea. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, let's do it. That'd be great.
I hope you enjoyed the show. It's not a normal episode, and that's kind of what happens when I have friends on the show. We kind of just start talking about whatever's on our mind. But I hope you enjoyed your time with us, and I hope you stay tuned for our follow-up episode on Joanie's show. I think that's going to be a lot of fun, and we'll actually have a topic. Not saying that we're going to go off topic, because you know we will. Anyways, thank you for your support. Have a great day.